We live. What's up, everybody? This is Coach Stokes, Stokeshouse Boxing Academy. You gotta stay ready so you ain't gonna worry about getting ready. And we definitely are staying ready by today's special guest. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it and do the tail of the tape like I always do. This brother is an American boxing trainer out of Toledo, Ohio, by way of Team Cartel. And those of you that's in the amateur boxing, right now, if you know who Team Cartel is, you already know what the deal is. Either they done beat you already, or they about to get ready and beat you. He has yeah, he got two sons that's doing it big. His oldest is Mason Huntley, 13 years old, currently ranked number 9 in the country. He was the 2016 World Ringside World Champion, 2-time Sugarbird National Champion, 2018 Junior Olympic Champion, and the 2018 Eastern Qualifiers Champion.
Yep, silver medalist. He was in the Junior Olympics. He made a bronze medal in the Junior Olympics. So he making a comeback. He had like an 8-month off vacation.
Okay.
That we working our way back.
Okay. And then he got a young lion also on the verge who's doing great things. Who's Nolan Huntley, 9 years old, currently ranked number 2 in the country, went 28-0 while winning the silver gloves at 65 pounds, the Pee Wee division, and also the Junior Olympic gold medalist, and he was the runner-up in the Eastern qualifiers.
Yes, sir.
This brother, he is one of the up-and-coming young hot trainers, the new blood, as I call it, and they got a bunch of them in Ohio. I don't know what they doing with y'all brothers out there, man, but they're doing phenomenal things. This is Coach Letelle Huntley, a.k.a. Coach Peanuts, as my man, as I like to call him, Big L. What's up, Big L?
Oh, man, the cartel ghost is in the building. I call myself the ghost because I just like to be around and not be seen, man. It's all about the kids, day one. That's what we started with. That's our vision, is to move our kids and make them the best in the country, then hopefully be elite amateurs in the Olympics and then move on to the pros, man. We got our eyes on the prize. We got a vision, man.
No doubt.
We definitely got a vision.
No doubt. Coach, hey, could you let my viewers know about you? How'd you get into the game, brother?
Man, I jumped head first in it's been about 10, 11 years ago. Man, the funny part is I started trying to box. I took my oldest boy, he's in college now. I took him to the gym, and then I ended up in there, the next day training. It started slow. Like I said, I only fought like one amateur fight, fought in the tough man, but I did get in the square circle. So, I don't brag and boast about it. But I can say I was undefeated in the amateurs, you know what I'm saying? So, but no, I only started boxing because I wanted to be able to bring this to my kids. So I could be on the inside looking out. Now I'm on the outside looking in, and I can tell them what you got to go through to get there. So, I got more than, I got 10 years under my belt, and I just started training about 4, 5, maybe 6 years ago at the most. Don't quote me on it, but it's me. I switched over. I was a basketball player.
Okay.
My dad played pro ball, won a national championship at Kentucky. I had to put that out there, Kentucky Wildcats. But he played pro for 2 years. Yeah, I was a hooper, and I started late in that, and I picked up fast. I moved fast, So, my kids, they've been training since birth. I had them since they were babies. That's all my youngest one ever wanted to do was punch a bag because he watched his older sister and brothers do it. So, it was kind of like a snowball effect.
Coach, I want to piggyback off that. You mentioned that you have 2 sons that are boxing. I get a lot of people that ask me, what should they do? Or you see a lot of fathers now, man. I don't know if it's real or if it's fake, but they're holding the pass for their kids, or everybody wants their kids to be, the next champion. What does it take, or I should ask is, how do you separate the two, Coach? Because it's a fine line, man. You being coach. How do you separate being coach dad?
Like I said, it's hard not bringing it home with you, but sometimes you straddling the fence. You got to keep a lot of things separate. You still got to do the regular things you do outside the gym with them, like going to the movies. We take all our kids from the gym to the movies. We have movie days. We try to, like, they even try to go to Cedar Point, the zoo. We try to do other activities outside the gym that has nothing to do with boxing. And it's a hard fence, a tall fence to straddle, but I focus on it a lot. And like with my kids, sometimes I got weekends where, like, once they go home Friday, I just don't even call them. Like, they might call me, "Hey Dad, I'm watching this." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." You know what I'm saying? But you have to work very hard at it and stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Because I see sometimes, I know we as fathers push our kids harder than we're gonna push the next kid in the gym, because that's our flesh and blood. So sometimes we want to emulate everything through them, and we want them to have a great future in this. And sometimes it might not be for them. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have an eye for it. But it's all about teaching them perseverance. You know what I'm saying? The struggle of not giving up, to keep pushing forward. You know, it ain't gonna be easy. You're gonna have your hard days. You're gonna have your easy day. You're gonna have your worst days. Like I tell my kids, some of their worst days in the gym with me are not gonna be somebody's greatest day they're ever gonna have. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta recognize your talent and understand that you built for this. It's all about believing in yourself first. Right. You know, because I'm always believe in my kids, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
Coach, would you say you get a lot of dads that would like to be in your position?
Yeah, definitely.
What does it take? What does it take to groom your child?
A lot of hard work, a lot of studying. Like I always say, we studying. You know what I'm saying? Day and night. You know what I'm saying? I eat, sleep, drink it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying? And I put that in my kids. What I value, I want them to have the same values, and they're the same way. You know what I'm saying? But you know, sometimes you can't force it on them. You can't just force it. Sometimes you have to step back and let them find their way back, or just be patient. Patience is the key. Patience is the best key to it all. You know what I'm saying?
So, Coach, what does their day look like? I want you to paint a picture for all those other parents out there and all them other cats that's watching this. What does their day look like? Because, you know, you say it's work, but, you know, they doing it. What does their day look like? Them going to school and them training?
Oh, they get up early in the morning. They go to school, man, and then they get out. You know, sometimes I try to encourage them to try to tap into a little bit of their homework before we head to the gym. But they eat stuff. We head to the gym. We grind it out. Then they get back home. You know, I make sure they finish their homework. I'm calling, checking on them, even if they not with me. Yes. And then, you know, it's the same thing. We repeat it every day. You know, I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I call them before they go to school, make sure they're having a good day. You know what I'm saying? Make sure their homework is done. You know, for the most part, I will say, you know, I do got a supporting cast with my kid's mother. She does stay up on them with their homework. Good. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. Sometimes you gotta, it's hard, but you gotta work as a team on this.
Brother, it makes it a lot more easy when you have a queen behind you that supports you, brother. You know, it makes a lot, I can definitely say that. So let me ask you this. What keeps you, what drives you, what makes you keep coming back when it comes to the sport of boxing? What makes you keep coming back and working with these kids, not just with your sons, but with the kids, period? Why do you do it?
It teaches them discipline. And once again, I stress this, perseverance, man. When the odds are against you, you just keep on going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a quitter. I don't give up. You know, it's like what we like to call, you know, dead game scratch. For some of y'all that don't know what that means, it's just not giving up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely for you people who's not in the fighting game. But if you from the fighting game, and if you got like a pit bull, he better keep going to the death. And that's just what it is. There ain't no stopping you. I don't care if you got a broken leg or what. You keep going. You keep going. I concur when it comes to that, Coach. Coach, I want to ask you this, man. You got 24 hours to live. I'm gonna throw you a curveball. You got 24 hours to live, brother. I get everybody with it. They be like, "Hold up, man. Well, how you gonna hit me with that?" You got 24 hours to live, brother. And the doctor comes in and he said, "You can do anything you want to do. Anything you want to do. If you can match your wits, coaching wise, against any coach, past or present, against one of your fighters, who would that be? Past or present, marking your wits against somebody else in the other side.
Woo, now you got me sweating over here. Hold
Right.
on. Hey, it's some good ones, man. And you know, I try to study my history, but you know, I would have to say it's kind of a couple guys in the present. I don't want to mention no names and you know, upset everybody, but you know, you got guys like Emmanuel Stewart, man. You want to pick his brain, man. You want to find out what's going on. Yeah. That guy, that Ray Arcel guy, man. It's like I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but you know, those type of guys that can sit you down in that corner and you losing, and then tell you and convince you that you winning, and go out there and send that man to the canvas. You a bad dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but sometimes when you're dealing with being in the corner as a coach, it involves lying. It involves lying to your fighter, man. Or I'm gonna choose a better statement: making them believe.
Yes.
You got to be able to make them believe, and I try to look at stuff like that from a different perspective, and I try to add that to my repertoire, because it's you know, I'm not the lion type, man. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is try to motivate you. I try to find other ways to motivate you. It's hard for me to just flat out lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one of the guys one of the two that I know. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this: would you prefer? And I think it's no brainer, but you get a lot of guys out there that, and nothing. I'm not putting no shade on nobody, but if you get a kid like you working with your kids, everybody that you have. So for example, you become a world champion of trainers, of all your trainers, they're gonna be all your kids. They're gonna be organic. Yeah. They're gonna be all your kids. But then you get some guys that come in and they get the praise and worthy because they get somebody that's already established, and all they gotta do is they ain't gotta they don't have to invest that much time, if you know what I'm saying. So
right.
You know what I mean? So I nothing wrong with those guys, and I give them props too, because it's you taking a ball of clay that somebody else constructed, but then you're polishing it up, you're maintaining it, you keep that maintenance on it.
That's even harder. Sometimes I ask myself, which is harder, starting from the ground up, or taking somebody that's already set in their ways with bad habits, you know, certain intentions that you don't like. They don't want to make weight, or they want to go out and party at the club, or they indulge in certain things. It's hard. Now you say you're dealing with a grown man, with a grown mind. You're not molding a piece of clay that's just a lump of clay as a child. And that's why I feel like with me and Big Bro, shout out to Coach Cartel, man, Big Rob, Big Bro. That's what we're trying to establish, is building from the foundation up, having a strong foundation, you know, building the building, then we have a strong roof over our head.
That's right.
We like taking kids from nothing to something. And you know, then we can build on that. Then you might have, you know, a world champion or somebody that's fighting that want to come into our camp and see what we're doing. And then we lead by example. Even though we got the younger kids, you know, the older guys that look like, man, I'm trying to be like them. You know, when we got that influence, you know, it's kind of like a snowball effect is what we trying to create. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can say. Now, then again, there are great coaches out here that get the most world champions or already established fighters, and they still take them that one step further. It take a lot of knowledge and patience to be able to do that too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Hey.
I'm on the outside looking in on that, but I applaud those guys that can do that.
No, and you brought a very unique swing to the table, because you think about it, man. Your kids, you instill your discipline. They know exactly your rules. They know what's going on. But you bring somebody else to come to the table. They come from somebody else. You got a whole lot of issues that you may have to, you know what I'm saying, take care of. And that's rough, man. That's rough. Because I was talking to one of my friends. I'm like, he's like, man, you know, it's rough, man, because I got this guy. He performs inside of the ring, but outside the ring, it's hard, man. It's like his mind ain't there. He got a bunch of issues. He got drama. It's like, and people don't understand that. It's like, it looks good, but outside of that, it's crazy.
All y'all seeing is the finished product on fight night. We sitting here biting our nails, not knowing how close this guy is coming to losing or performing how we think he should perform. Yeah, but y'all seeing on the outside looking in, y'all thinking he's showing out when we know he could be 10 times better than that if he would do all the stuff that we asked him to do. That's something. That's something hard. Something we'll never know. You know, from inside rumblings to different coaches and camps, we hear about it often. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, my lips is, you know, closed with a lot of that stuff, man. We stay out of that, you know, that realm. So,
Coach, let me ask you this. Did you ever envision that you would be where you at right now when it comes to boxing?
To be honest, not at this level this fast, man. And like I tell Big Bro, we talk about it, man. Success breeds envy, man. And you got to be prepared and be ready for this day in and day out. They're going to come for you. It's going to be the closest people to you with the sharpest knives, whatever, man. We bring it on, man. We dead game scratch over here. It's the world, man. So at the end of the day, man, I'm just happy to be here. And what it is, everybody knows they role. We got a position to play. Yeah. And, you know, I'm loyal to a fault. So can't nobody come in. Our circle is so small, it's really a dot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we don't got time to be playing with, you know, these outside guys. And, you know, if you ain't for the right thing, man, I could peep you coming a mile away, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we sticking with what got us here, man. That's why we such a close-knit family. You know?
I can honestly say, you know, you mentioned Emmanuel Stewart, but Emmanuel Stewart was that cat that everybody he had that came out of Kronk Gym was everybody that he raised. He raised from a young pup. I mean, Tommy Hearns and all that. I mean, there were guys that he said that were better than Tommy Hearns and those guys. That was straight killers that you never knew about. He just had so many of them. So the path that you're going on, brother, man, just keep doing what you're doing. I want to ask you a couple more questions before we conclude, Coach. Coach, what is your message to everybody out there? What is your message to the world that you want everybody to know, to take heed to when it comes to, you know, you and everybody on your squad, your team?
Man, we gonna remain humble. We gonna give player haters plenty space, man. We gonna keep grinding, man. We here to stay, man. It's an everyday struggle. It's an everyday grind for us, man. And we not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna stop us. You know what I'm saying? We coming. We coming. We just got that fire. We got that lava in our veins, man. We breathing that fire out our hearts, man. We ain't got time to back down from nobody. We want to be great. We want to be the best.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, you know, it's all good. It's all love and friendly competition. But at the end of the day, everybody is on the menu. They food. You know what I'm saying?
That's
they
right.
Food. This the hurt business.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I tell my kids that all the time. You know, it's one of the only sports that you can go whoop on somebody and be best friends afterwards. Right. But we also instilling, you know, to get hit and not get hit back. You know what I'm saying? But our dogs is coming. They biting hard and they scratching. They coming over that line. So, you know, we here.
Hey, boxing is the closest thing to life, man. And that's what I tell my son. It's like, you get knocked down, are you going to stay on the ground or are you going to get up? You're going to
against all odds.
Exactly. So, you know what? I mean, closed mouths don't get fed, do they?
Right.
So, Coach, what do you got planned in the future, brother? What you got? Any fights coming up, or, you know, what you guys? I know you guys travel like you are in the NBA, so y'all always working, man.
That's Rob, man. He a highway king, man. He a road warrior. He instilled that in everybody, man. And see, that's another thing, man. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing, man. I'm gonna give props to Big Bro because that he created this movement, man. It's just a movement, man. When you see that world, you know it's cartel life, man. It's team cartel. Nothing negative about it. We just grinding. We my guy Lamont Roach Sr., Lamont Roach Jr.'s dad, we got a showdown in DC this weekend, man. We fight on Friday night, man. Okay. Them guys always look out for us, man. They good peoples, man. And I was telling people how that guy was gonna be a world champion real soon, and a lot of people don't know who he is. Y'all better pay attention, man, because I'm gonna tell you a story. This is how we met. Yes. We down at the Silver Gloves like 2 years ago. So the lady asked for the ID, and Lamont walking to the door, Junior, and I look at the people. I said, y'all don't know who this is? He just fought the other day, not even a week ago. Say, man, this man about to be a world champion. See, they doing it from the ground up, and we taking lessons from them. They don't got the big sponsorships and big promotion companies and everything. They grinding. So I said, mark my words, man. Y'all gonna learn who this cat is real soon. Y'all gonna find out about him. And here he is today, a world champion. So I want to give a big shout out to Lamont Roach Sr., man, for having us down here this weekend, and Lamont Roach Jr., keep up the hard work, you grinding. That's family, you know what I'm saying? But they real cool peoples, man. If you check them out, you'll find out they real quiet and real humble.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Coach, what are your social media handles so that everybody can follow you, get in contact with you? If you got any questions, reach out to his brothers. His brother's a real humble brother, really real. But most importantly, he ain't got his ass on the shoulders. You can reach out to him, and he definitely will respond back to you.
Definitely. Right now I'm only on IG, Instagram, you know, as Cartel Ghost 25.8. And for those of y'all that don't know what that means, it was kind of, you know, ripped off from me a while back. I ain't gonna say nothing, but when I say 25.8, man, I mean I love this 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. We go the extra hour, we go the extra day. You know what I'm saying? So I tell them all the time, you know what I'm saying? That's what the 25.8 means. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear that Cartel goes 25.8, you know it's me. We come in an extra hour and an extra day. We just grind. You know?
That's super dope, man. Hey, you need it, brother. Go ahead and get that branded. I'm for real, man. Get that branded so can't nobody use that. I'm for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll talk to you later about that if you serious about that. I'm for real, man. You need to get that taken care of, for real.
Definitely.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in. This is Stokeshouse Boxing Academy. You got to stay ready so you ain't got to worry about getting ready. Tune in today with Coach Letelle Huntley, my man Big L. Thank you so much for being a part of my podcast, brother. One love to you.